everybody. I've been getting a lot of comments recently on my YouTube videos and in my Twitch chat saying, Chet, what is the best weapon combination for Gibby? And I feel like I'm certified to answer that, especially when it comes to Xbox or console pubs, okay? That's my claim. Console pubs, I'm your guy. Okay? I made this beautiful little color-coded chart to explain my opinions on the best weapon combination for Gibby. If you look at the chart, you'll see that I have every weapon in the first row and the first column, and wherever they cross, I've put a cute little nickname for that weapon combination, and then I color coded how effective it really is in combat as a Gibby. For example, let's just go to the R301. Everybody loves the R301, and the longbow. The R301 meets the longbow right here, and it's marked yellow, so that's okay. It's not the worst, right? And you can see I gave it a cute little nickname, the R3 Bow 1. Now in this video, we're going to be covering all the best and all the worst combinations for Gibraltar. If I put in every single weapon combination, the video would be a little too long. I'm here to save you guys time, okay? The video, I mean, it might be a 20-minute video, I don't know yet. However long it is, just know that I am here to educate, I'm not here to waste any time. And I'm new to editing, so please give me some slack if the cuts take too long or if anything's out of sync. I'm new, give me some feedback if you want. Without further ado, let's get into it. Let's get started with an easy one, okay? This is a no-brainer. G7 plus Prowler. Look, in this clip that I'm about to show you on my screen right now, we have the G7 being the perfect anti-head glitch, perfect precise medium range shots. No, there's no wasted energy here, okay? This guy pulls up on me, I give him a little bop, 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 bop. Okay, well I miss a little bit, but look, I can shoot from behind cover, I'm not worried about my mag, and then I switch to my Prowler, my bubble gun, and look at what I do to this poor guy. Ah, ooh, ow, ee, yikers, dog. Yeah, okay, back to my face now, back to my face. Guys, G7 Prowler, and a common theme that you'll see on this list, it perfectly captures what it really means to play Gibraltar and dominate the medium range and dominate in the bubble range. Alright, we're going to do one more good combination before getting to the bad, just so you get a feel for what I'm talking about in this video. Next one up is Hemlock plus Volt, okay? In this clip that you're about to see, the Hemlock definitely should not ever be used in the bubble. I really messed up in this clip. Just trust me, it's a really good combination as long as you just reload your Volt and you don't do what I did in this clip. You can see I throw my bubble down, I hit the guy with my Volt. Great bubble gun as long as you know how to play it. And then I switch to my Hemlock, not the smartest. Just imagine I'm using the Hemlock longer range and then say they push me really hard. That's when you throw the bubble down and you Volt them up, okay? Not like I did in this clip. I just thought this clip was pretty funny and I wanted to include it in the video. Okay, now we've covered two really good combinations. Let's cover two really bad ones. The very first one I want to show you is the Hall Monitor combo. It used to be amazing, trust me. I gave it the name Hall Monitor back in season 3 because I loved it so much. And the two weapon combinations that sound like, I mean, it sounds like Hall Monitor, don't worry about that. But think about it, how you use it now. I don't have a clip for this, we're just gonna use our imagination, okay? You use the alternator for your long range. Okay, not the worst, not the worst. You're using your SMG as your long range and your assault rifle as your close range. It happens. It happens with other combinations. But think about the alternator now in season 10 when I'm putting this video out has disruptor rounds, so you're breaking their shield and then you're quick swapping to a gun that has charge up time. You kind of you see the problem there? Shield's broken. Quick, let me take 7 seconds to kill the guy. No. No, no, no. You shield break him, and then you switch to a Prowler and R99, just kill him. You don't want to be breaking his shields to charge up. No, sir. The next one that I'm going to talk about, again, no clip. I'm sorry, guys. I hope you don't hate my editing. I'm just one guy trying to teach. Okay, I'm not perfect. It's the 730, aka the G73030, the 730. Okay. If you just think simply about what the guns are, they're the same thing. One, okay, don't get the gun nuts in on this. They're the same thing. Okay, they're marksman rifles that are semi-automatic. Why would you want two? Look, I'm a firm believer of the saying, everyone has their strengths and weaknesses. Okay, I learned that from Stardew Valley. Now, a G7's strengths and a 3030's strengths are their medium range precision shots, like I just covered in the good combination video, right? What happens when they get close? You can hit fire with the G7, or you can hit fire with the 3030. Why would you ever do that? We need to maximize the positives and minimize the negatives. That's the whole point of this chart. Going off that last statement I just made, the next good combination, it's called the GOAT combo because of how good it is. The R301 Prowler. Right here on the screen, you can see it's fuchsia. That means ideal. GOAT, greatest of all time, for those of you that don't know what GOAT means. You take the strength of the R301, the laser beam precision accuracy, that's full auto, and it only needs one attachment to be good, and that's an extended light mag, right? We all know the blue light mag goes on the R301. That's all you need, and then the weapon's good to go. It's a laser beam. But up close, you may find yourself not doing so well in bubble fights, and that's because the strafe speed it's an assault rifle strafe speed, okay? And a lot of combinations in this video, you'll see that all the ideal combinations, the ones that we should be highlighting and using, I think they all include one weapon that has good strafe speed and one weapon that has good medium range capabilities. The Prowler, perfect Gibby gun. It's high DPS. You can pick your shots. So in the bubble, shoot. Out of the bubble, not shoot. Minimal reloads because you get, is it 7 shots with the purple mag? Hello? 7 cannon bombs coming out of that gun. So the R301 and Prowler pair together perfectly like cheese and wine, because R301, it's your laser beam. Prowler, it's your plasma. Perfect, beautiful. I'd like to give one quick disclaimer for the rest of the video. If you are really, really dang good with one gun, say the 3030 or the RE45, and you hear me saying never pick up the 3030 or the RE45, I would say that your experience with the weapon that you're good at is more important than my opinion on a weapon that I don't use that much. Okay, trust me. If you are the best 3030 user, the best L-Star user, whatever, don't let me talk you out of it, okay? Like the Stan Lee quote, you know, don't let me be some guy saying, no, don't ever do that. You can do your thing, man. This is for the people that need guidance, okay? Now, like I was just saying with the R301 Prowler combination, the greatest of all time, the Rogue combination marked in the ideal column, it's ideal, okay? The R301, it covers that gap between I can see them and I can't quite shotgun them. That's the R301's range. And guess what? If you pair it with a shotgun, then you have every range covered. Hello? I personally think the R301 EVA is probably the best weapon combination for most legends. And on Gibby, it really shines because aiming down your sights with an EVA, it's never a bad thing. You just don't have to. Alright, now back to the bads. I'm not going to be covering every single bad weapon combination on here. Don't worry, I'm just going to give you the main points, okay? Such as charge rifle hemlock. When you're using a weapon like the charge rifle, say any sniper rifle really, then your secondary gun should automatically become your close range gun, right? Now with the Hemlock, it's hip fire. This isn't Halo 3, okay? The hip fire for the burst rifle, the burst battle rifle, it's it's not the best. If you're relying on the hip fire with the Hemlock, you're doing two things. You're throwing your game to RNG, and you're not using your arm shield. If you're not aiming down your sights point blank, you're not using your arm shield. This is a Gibby guide. All you Wraith mains, I don't care. This is a Gibby guide. You need a gun that's good strafe speed. You can't use two. Even the Hemlock isn't the longest range gun in the game, but it doesn't have the strafe speed that you need. So I would never use Hemlock and a longer range gun than the Hemlock. My next bad choice, it's gonna be the R301 Kraber. It's not the worst combination. In fact, a lot of people probably use it. However, I will say I see this used by one tricks, by people that only know how to use the R301. And I'm not going to name any names, obviously, because I love all my streamers out there. Trust me. I'm not hating on anybody. But if you're only good with the R301, and I see you drop your any other gun for this Kraber, I know you're a one trick, okay? What happens when they get close to you? You're gonna R301 no scope them and then quick swap to your Kraber and hit the Twitter clip? No, you're gonna die. You can't aim down your sights. You're in a Gibby bubble with an R301. You're gonna die. Just try to avoid being a one trick, okay? We're about halfway through the video now. If you like what you're hearing so far, I hope you stick around. If you think that I'm lying to you or manipulating you or whatever, sorry, man. I'm really just trying to help. This next weapon combination, I called it the Chet You Betcha because that's me. This is my favorite weapon combination. The alternator, it's pretty much my child. I like to say that I was there for the alternator when nobody else was. And I personally think that the alternator currently in season 10 being a shield breaker, and you're probably killing them afterward. Just that shield breaking ability with a quick swap to a Prowler, unbeatable. Even if you're not quick swapping and you're just using the alternator, guess what? You're still unbeatable. You're breaking their shields faster than they can. So I give the alternator plus Prowler and the alternator plus R99 perfect 10 out of 10 because it's the perfect shield break, quick swap kill. Okay, one more thing I'd like to add with the alternator is it's a care package weapon, so obviously you're not going to be landing on it and being like, oh, I watched this guide where Chet told me this is good. Obviously, you got to get out of a care package, so it's a little risky. Going off that note, the Spitfire alternator would be the best weapon combination of all time ever, but they're two care package weapons. If you can get your hands on that, do that. Trust me. Do that. Spitfire long range, alternator medium short range. Trust me. Do that. The odds of you getting that, probably 1 in 20 games or more. But that is a beautiful idea for weapon combination. And similarly, the Kraber alternator, that's pretty much perfect. I didn't really include them as the ideal combinations because you got to get really lucky with care packages for that. What you don't want with an alternator is another alternator. What are you doing, man? I already covered the alternator and the Havoc being no. That doesn't make any sense. Why would you want two alternators? Give it to your teammate, man. You're gonna break their shield and then switch to a weapon that breaks their shields? No. Give that to your teammate. Break twice as many shields. Have a Prowler as your backup. Just hit them for 90. Just kill them right there. Alright, and the last few all really have something in common here, and they're good with the Spitfire. So instead of going down the list of every single weapon combination that's good with the Spitfire, I'll just tell you, the Spitfire is really dang good, okay? I have to give honorable mentions to the Rampage, which is pretty much just a diet Spitfire. If you switch around a Rampage and a Spitfire in any of those weapon combinations that I talked about earlier, it's gonna be the same thing. They're the same gun. Just go ahead and use it. It's great as long as you're not using it as your close range no scoping gun. Don't do that. But if you're using the Rampage with the Volt R9 Eva, it's gonna be ideal. Alright, now that we've covered all my favorite weapon combinations, I have to tell you guys the absolute dumbest, worst, most horrible weapon combination in the entire game. You might be thinking, oh, the 30-30 and the Mozambique, right? That's pretty bad. Guys, hear me out. One of my friends used two bows. They used two bows. You you don't reload a bow. You don't ever have to switch. It's an arrow. If you switch, it's another arrow going into a different bow. It's this. Don't ever, please, guys. Please don't let me catch you using two bows. Okay, I will screenshot it and I will put you on my YouTube. If I kill you in game, and I see bow times two on your box, we're gonna have some problems. And one more gun that I like to give an honorable mention to that I don't think I talked about in this video is the L Star. Gibby L Star, very, very, very strong, especially in the current meta season 10. If you're not very good with the L Star, then you probably never pick it up because there's a Volt that you're probably more into. I would say if you're not very comfortable with the L Star, just try picking it up more and more and more because in season 10 they gave it a huge buff, but even in season 9 and season 8, it was a monster. I really, really vouch for the L Star, especially now. But even back then, the L Star, it was it was a killer. So I'd say in lieu of any assault rifle or LMG or sniper rifle that I talked about in this video, you could throw the L Star on there, and you're gonna do just fine. Don't bubble fight with an L Star. Don't bubble fight with it unless you're very, very good. But it is very good for punishing those people caught out, those people that constantly repeat. Because hey, that's what you don't have to reload the L Star. One thing you might be asking me is, Chad, what about the flatline? That's like the best gun in the game, isn't it? I use the flatline all the time. My favorite streamer uses the flatline with it two times and they kill everybody. Well, if you're good with the flatline, then use it. If you're good with any gun, please use it. I personally like the flatline, and I consider myself pretty good with it. But a lot of people fall into the category of hip firing. They're the people that hip fire with the flatline, and I cannot endorse hip firing on Gibby. Say your favorite weapon combination is the R301 flatline, okay, the Anvil receiver combination. It on paper it looks really good. You got the R301 medium range, the flatline for your short range. How can you lose? It's because the flatline doesn't have strafe speed. So when you're in a bubble fight, you're gonna be doing a lot of damage. I know the flatline's insanely good, but you're not moving. You're moving half as fast, give or take. I don't know the percentage. Half as fast as a Prowler would be, and the Prowler is just as good, if not better, than the flatline in a bubble, damage wise. Except you're moving so much faster. So whenever it comes to Chet, why not the flatline? That's why. The stray speed is the only problem. If you're playing a character like Wraith, Octane, you know the flatline's perfect. Just don't aim on your sights and crouch spam, and you'll hit everybody in the game for 225. I know. Trust me. I got 25,000 kills not on Gibraltar. I use the flatline all the time. But on Gibraltar, it it's just not that guy. It's not that guy. And before I do my outro, I just want to say any other gun that I didn't mention, any gun that I didn't say was the best or the worst at all, it's probably a gun that I don't use. RE45 I use all the time. Check out this clip of me using the RE45. I'm about to put a clip up on the screen. Watch this. Place in my heart too. Carbon's probably the best element. See, I use the RE45, but it doesn't mean it's good. Okay, it just means I can shoot it straight and do 80 damage to people that are close to me. It doesn't mean that it's good. I could probably do that with a G7 or an R301 a lot easier and a lot more reliably than one highlight clip of an RE45. And that goes for every gun that I didn't talk about. The longbow, if you're a nice wig or if you're really, really, if you're dull touche, by all means use the longbow. You're not going to catch me using it because I'm not. My advice for everything, it's really, excuse me, it's pretty dang strong. It's not about the weapon that you're using, it's about the strafe speed and the poke ability, okay? Alright, and I don't feel like wasting any more time. I think that we've covered everything. If you have any questions, please comment below. Also, one more thing, if you'd like to look at this chart, feel free to click on the link in the description. It should bring you right here. And if you have any questions at all about why I named a certain weapon combination something, like, chat, why'd you call this the Eva Mendes? It's because it's the Eva, and the Spitfire, which is hot, so Eva Mendes. Chat, why'd you call it the Wally? Because it's an Eva, and it's something that's devoted to Eva. Hello, come on, guys, give me some credit here. Wally was super devoted to Eva. Come on, have you seen Wally? If not, then you wouldn't get it. But they're all cute little nicknames with, yeah, okay, they're a little embarrassing, but I like them, and they all have an explanation. If you're curious about why I named something, just comment below. If you're still watching this video, you're a real one. Not a lot of people stay to the end of my videos like this, so I'm just going to take this time to say thanks for being here. I just applied for partner on Twitch, and the vibes, they were really high, and I've just been kind of waiting for a message back from them, and I took some time off streaming. I'm pretty much a full-time YouTuber right now, and I don't know, I could really use a nice little, like, you're doing okay, chat, something like that, because I'm struggling to find a reason to keep streaming, because they haven't told me, hey, you're partner or you're not partner. I'm just kind of waiting, and it's really demoralizing, man. Thanks for sticking around this long. I want to say you're a real one, and if you're my parents, you're real ones too. Thanks for watching this embarrassing moment. Have a good day, everybody.